Hey, welcome. Um, let's see. Today I am actually going to try something new, or well, not completely new in that sense. So I talked to you about the fact that my neighbor is also a DJ, and he has this piece of equipment, the DDJ 400. I have never played on this one before. I have played on Pioneer mixers. I prefer the Allen Heath analog mixers. The very big difference between the brands and how they view things is that Pioneer has a digital effects unit on here. I don't have digital effects. I have the guitar pedals. This does have like a sort of digital thing in there, but more or less, unless you put it on, it's analog. The inputs for me are digital, but then it gets summed up in an analog mixer. However, love it or hate it, almost every venue in the world has a Pioneer mixer. If it was up to me, it would be different. However, that is something that's just it. So it means that I'll open this one up. Yeah, that's a nice case though. Let's put this down here. Cable. Right, there we go. So the digital effects unit, which is also of course in this controller. So we gotta hook this one up to my laptop. And I'll have a tryout for a bit because like I said, I have played with Pioneer mixers. However, I am not going to fiddle around with an effects unit when I don't know exactly how it works. Because that would be bad in case like I just do something, turn on a certain effect, which totally messes up the sound or whatever. So that's something I'm going to try to do. Also had the live stream yesterday, which went well. There we go. Let's see. I gotta videos about Dungeons and Dragons. I actually ran my first Dungeons and Dragons game myself the other week. Actually, it went pretty well. Oh, there we go, Rekordbox. So, cable, and this one down, and oh, there's the USB. No, we'll leave it for now. Yep, activate. Just cancel, activate. Right. I guess. Well, let's just see what, so it's gonna, that's probably, yeah, that's version 6. Yeah, sure, why not? There's a bunch of controversy about Rekordbox FX. And more or less, here in the EU you have the GDPR, which you probably all know about, all the emails that you've gotten in. It is something to assure us European Union citizens that our privacy is being handled well, and that you can't basically take personal information and have them and have it so that companies or whatever can use your information without you knowing. So that you can actually, sorry about this, got passwords to fill in. I don't. Right. So that like a company has to tell you when they use your personal information. The thing is with the Rekordbox 6 is that there are a few things that as a DJ that you're implementing in your software is your information. However, they actually made it so that personal information is encrypted, so you cannot access it. So only Pioneer themselves can do that, which is something people are not happy about, and for a good reason. Another thing is that what I was able to do is I prep my tracks in Tractor, and then I use it the old 5 point whatever version of Rekordbox to put it on USB sticks. However, in Tractor, what I do is I make sure that all the beat grids are correct and all the cue points. So in a track, you have like a cue point is you can specify in a track like I want a spot there. You can just click on there and it goes there, and have like other like maybe halfway through the song or whatever another point that you can click on and it immediately goes there. So that's something I like to do in Tractor. There was is a way to do that, to convert all the Tractor things to Rekordbox. That was done via a XML file. However, in the new version, they removed this. So let's see, Rekordbox. I'll just cancel this now. Skip. Okay. Right, no, just I'm fine. Yeah, performance mode, that's it. So let's just put something in. This is one of the few things I really dislike about Rekordbox is that I give my tracks ratings. So now I sort them on rating. However, a lot of the ratings are incorrect. At least in 5 point whatever it was incorrect. Yeah, and it seems that it's still incorrect. And no, some of these are correct. Well, anyway, I you know, this is it's an ID3 tag that should be able to just work. Yep. Now we get. All right. No, I gotta turn on. I should have really done this like before, really. Preferences, where's it? Audio. Here's the built-in. Yeah. Yeah. So that should work, like internal. But why is it not working? No. Well, that's a funny thing. I do this these things. So it's I'm trying to play the left deck. Yeah, that's why it wouldn't work. I'm an idiot. So anyway, yeah, that's the one thing about doing this in a one take. And the reason why I do it in one take and don't edit anything is that I am a slight bit perfectionist, and if I were to go back edit it, I'll be like doing this for hours, and I won't be satisfied with the result. The other thing is like if I do it at once and upload it in one time, I'm sort of like trying to get rid of that mentality. On the one hand, it's good to be a perfectionist. On the other hand, it's also very limiting to you. So let's see how long we've been running. Yeah, about 10 minutes. Let's turn this one off, make a second vlog, because on like 15 minutes, for some reason it just cuts out. So yeah, let's do that now. Right, welcome back. I'm just cutting off the video at about 10 minutes. I think there's some sort of monetization thing around like 10 minutes. It's better, but I don't have monetization turned on. So yeah, it's not for me making money, and there shouldn't be any commercials or banners or whatever on my videos. Like I said, I was going to try and do some stuff with actually, like, really characteristically, yeah, that's the word. Actually sit down for this. As there was a topic about it, like on Reddit, about yeah, hey DJs, do you ever sit down during mixing? I'm like, that's, to me, it sort of feels wrong if you do that. I'm not saying it is wrong, but it sort of feels like it is, which is weird. I can't really tell you why. There's kind of sort of does, but everybody should, figure that one out for themselves. All right. Where are the effects? Is the effects unit located? So that should actually be, but it's not. All right, it might be here if there is a vertical. Oh shit, never used that one before as a view. Where are the effects though? Show preferences. Right, let's just turn this one off for now. Effects, oh, there we go. Yep, all right, that's a final break. So let's see, beat effects select. All right, let's just go for the delay. So, all right, we can also do the two. All right, right. So the 1, 2, 4, 8, and you can do it in 3/4, half, a quarter, 8, 16, 32. No, not the 32, but so. Let's put it on 2. Let's turn it on. Right. So delay not that spectacular, but I have a delay on my own gear, so that's not really. I sort of know what that does. All right, that's a decent echo. It's quantized and whatnot, so that's good. So the next thing over is spiral. That's kind of cool, but it has like a lot of resonance. Yeah, the resonance you can really like. It's a small setup, so you can't really. You also usually have the parameter thing as well. That's not in here, or I think that's the color sound. I'm not sure, but so I played on the Denon X1800 Prime mixer. When I was visiting in London, I went to a DJ shop and they had it there, and it felt a lot better to. Oh, it's on 3/4 actually. The effects unit was like a slight bit different, but like felt like way more intuitive to use. So this is also a thing that's different because the filter here, it filters out all the high frequencies just to the low, and the other side it it's not. It just filters out all the low ones, and you only get like a high frequency left. The problem is people love this zone for its filters. It is an analog filter, and there is no other brand that does filters that good as Alan Heath does. Another thing is that you have to actually select, like, if you want a high pass, band pass, which is like mid sort of, and low pass, and you have like, it's always like this way, and you can use the full range for like a high pass filter, or the full range for low pass, or the full range for the mid pass. This, however, has like half, which is in itself easier, quicker to use. You sometimes see me fuck up. Sometimes I have the high pass filter turned on. I have to turn it that way. But sometimes I put on the low pass filter and you have to turn it that way. But if it's like this and you turn it on and it's engaged, it'll cut the sound immediately and completely. So sometimes I still make that mistake. So, but we're human. We make mistakes. That happens. So yeah, that's just the fact of life. Anyway, next effect is going to be reverb. Wait. So, wait, I can't. Right. Okay, that's weird. Well, anyway, that's ooh, that sounds a bit. Well, like I said, I'm just it really is for me just trying out things that might not be as interesting to watch, but yeah, you know. Reverb, reverse delay. Oh, that's always a cool effect. Alright, let's go back here. I'm not sure completely. Reverse delay, up echo. Oh wait, can I just select this? No, I have to go all the way back. Is there a shift button? Shift. Alright, yeah. There we go. MT delay. I have no idea. Oh, I do have to encase that. Sort of like a gator effect. Interesting. Next one is going to be up echo. I have no idea. So not all the effects on this will be on the current sort of mixer that will probably be everywhere. So some of these are just in software, other ones are on the hardware mixer themselves. And they might not be included here. I'm not completely sure. So like I said, Rekordbox to me as a performance mode, and this controller is new to me. So yeah. What it says, it has a nasty tail. It's kind of cool effect though. Let's go back. Next one over is going to be. It's gonna be the gator effect. I don't think this one is very good on Rekordbox. Yeah, panning, that's just stereoscope going from left to right. You can't really hear it on yeah. You can't really hear it though on a laptop, so laptop speakers. Filter, well, that's just redundant. Cause you know, I can like do double filter or whatever. I'm not sure why they it's also on the mixer because you have like on the side, you have like the filter, crush, noise, and like 2 or 3 more, depending on what mixer you have. But they have like the per channel filter, but also like just a filter that you can assign to a channel. I'm not completely sure why that's double. That's still kind of weird to me, but you know. Oh, flanger! I fucking hate flanger. So I'm turn that shit on. Because the problem is that this effect does a lot, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. However, people overuse it because it does a lot. Like that's the first thing people like. You know, it is not a bad effect. It is an effect that's got ruined for me because like a lot of people just when they start out they just like keep doing like the whole thing, like the whole track was because yeah, you know, if you're listening to a track and somebody goes it starts being annoying. Yeah, so yeah, it's not a bad effect. It just gets blatantly overused. That's why I don't like it. Phaser. Let's turn this a little bit down. A little bit more. Don't never hit the reds. Red is bad. Don't do that. That means the input. So a track is let's say a track is for example, it is mastered at like a certain decibel. You can now turn. So this just opens up the sound or doesn't, like 100% to 0%. However, a track is a lot of tracks are mastered at a different decibel level. So one track might sound the same loudness, so the same volume on this amount, and the other at this amount. Sometimes older tracks you need to turn that way up because how they recorded it in the past, it was different and they recorded it less loud. Today's music, a lot of things are very loud because it's just sort of pops out more. The only problem is like when it's very loud, there's something called dynamic. So it's just more or less loud, loud, loud. And older music, like, you know, 30, 50 years ago, it had a lot more like quiet parts and stuff. So, sorry, it had like a bunch of quiet parts as well. So there's more dynamic in the music. And now, because people's attention sort of is a lot shorter nowadays, it just needs to like bang right away and just like be full in your face. Well, music used to be a bit more preserved. Now it's just out there and just like listen to me, and tracks also got shorter. And that's not to say like I'm one of those people that went like, oh well, music used to be better, because there's a lot of good music right now. I can't really say if there's better music or you know, or like if music in the past was better or the current music is better. There's just now we've learned so much more, so we can do more things, especially, you know, with the advent of computers and all that kind of stuff. But also at the same time, there is more music out there that sounds similar to each other. Also because like a lot of things are already have been done, and making music is getting easier. Pretty much anyone can, like, on their PC or laptop, or even like tablet or phone, you can start making music. So you used to have to, like, buy a guitar, find some friends, go save some money to go to a recording studio, and now you can just do it by yourself, which is sort of like a democratization of making music, which is a good thing. At the same time, the creativity might get lost on some people, because it is so accessible, and it feels to me like it's a lot more about marketing, how you are able to sell yourself, which is not necessarily a good thing to me, but it is a fact of life, unfortunately, in my opinion. Anyway, that was the phaser. Sorry about ranting on about a few things. Just like I said, these videos are just trying to chronicle my thoughts and feelings, and my opinion on certain things, and hopefully also show or tell people how I view topics, and maybe be a little bit informative. But like I said, it is all my opinion. I could be wrong on certain things. Don't take my opinion for gospel. You might view it as a totally different thing. Always look up sources for anything anybody any times tells you. Like, they could be wrong. They think they're right, but they could be wrong. So, and like I said, I don't know everything about DJing. I am just another person that does it. So, been at this for a while, but I cannot claim I know everything. So keep that in mind. Next effect, slip roll. Right, well, I think I need to... Oh, right, yeah, that makes sense. Alright, I can actually do that here. Oh, yeah, so it takes just to one beat, and it rolls then, yeah, on a one beat that doesn't really do much. So now it sort of doubles the beat. It takes like half the beat and just doubles it. So now I just... on 6. And on 8, it just takes one of the 8. Yeah. Oh, that's kind of cool effect. I like rolls. Oh, the next one is a roll. So I should probably do it on a shorter one. I was expecting more of this one, actually. A reverse roll. Alright, that's on a 1. Let's put it on half. Yeah, that's another roll, but in reverse. Robots. Oh, it's like a delay flangey kind of... It's kind of like my Terra Echo effect, but worse. Yeah, pitch. So just pitches up the range. Or what else? Weird. Alright. Go the other way and just start sounding like chipmunks. Well, at least if they were singing instead of just samples. Let's see. What else do we got? Enigma Jet. I have no clue what this is gonna be. So this is like a weird flanger. like the Mobius strip flanger kind of thing. Oh yeah, so yeah, it's grouped up next to the Mobius FX. I like saw waveforms, but I'm not sold on this one. Tri-band Mobius strip. So it sort of like pitches up, and then like as on a Mobius band, it sort of like goes down again. I don't think that one is very useful, but you know. This one, however, is very useful. The thing is that what you don't want to have on an echo. Oh, actually, that's gonna be the next one over. Let's try it like this. Turn it on. Oh, actually, I went to. That was the filter actually engaged. You don't want to actually. So high, mid are all turned off. Should be on isolator mode, but I'm not completely sure. It doesn't sound like it. However, it's probably in the options. All right. So you don't actually want to echo beats, especially if you're gonna put it on a 3/4. Because now, so now instead of the beat going like or 1, 2, 3, 4, it just goes like 1. But on in a section between 1 and 2, it sort of goes like 1, 4, 5, 2. So it goes like 1, and and the bass frequency usually takes up a lot of like space in a let's turn this off. A lot of space in if you see it like or does actually tell it like you know, if you got like a pipe, like just a regular pipe where you know put things through. There's if you're gonna fill that pipe with like music with frequencies, the low end is gonna fill up like a lot more. It's gonna be like maybe so it won't be like 33% over these bands. This one will probably be like 40 to maybe some up to 50. I'm like not completely sure, but this is going to fill up more than these ones. So if you're going to mix in a track, what you usually do is like this one is playing. You can turn these down as well, but if you're playing two tracks at the same time with the same amount of bass, so the low EQ, it's going to already be filled up with a large amount of music, but you're also going to fill up another big amount of music. So it might actually be more music than the pipe is big. So that can create problems. So that's why you always want to, pretty much always want to do this. And usually also kind of turn it down a little bit so there's more room for you to work with, because two tracks is going to be not 100% volume, but a little bit more. It's going to be sound louder. It's going to be more decibels. So yeah. Anyway, that's really it for today. I am going to mess around with it just a bit more, but it's the part that I wanted to film and just throw out there. And let's see if it's filtered. I don't think it's probably a good track to scratch on, and I'm not very good at it, but I just wanted to try. This is definitely not a good track to scratch on. Let's just take it's DJ Maze, was it? Yeah, all right. Turn this in here. I think it's this one, I think. No, it's the next one over. Huh. That's surprisingly decent for like how small these drop wheels are. Granted, I am not a very good scratcher, so that let's check where that is. I think it's actually, yeah, it's this one actually. I gotta stop for this one actually. This one is fun actually. So yeah, maybe one day I'll go into like what it's like scratching. Not right now. I also, like I said, I'm not good at it. I am still learning. So anyway, that's about it for now. Yeah, we're running quite a long time. So yeah, thanks for watching. I'll check you guys later. Bye.